There we go. Since it was on that last one, even though we didn't do one like that, about how big is an acre? Like intuitively.
There's about 480 or so acres in a square mile.
640. But,
Oh, 640,
yeah.
okay.
An acre is roughly like a football field, more or less. I mean, it's a little bit smaller than a football field, but it's kind of that size. The weird one that no one ever believes is if you look at the volume in cubic units versus capacity, 1 cubic foot is like 7.5 gallons. So you think, and a cubic foot, so a foot, a foot, a foot. I think that really holds 7.5 gallons.
Very tightly.
It does. It's like, yeah. So I guess it's just because milk jugs are really weird shaped. It's like, okay, you could only fit 1 milk jug in there, but it's just because, yeah. Anyway, okay, so we're going cubic inches to a gallon. They don't give us no, they do give us cubic inches to a gallon. So what are we going to do with that 231? Yeah. Divide 28.66 by 231 is 12.41. Actually, back when I was in high school, my dad's workplace, every once in a while, a farmer would come in with a question. About 3/4 of them revolved around, hey, I measured this tank in feet or in inches. I want to know how many gallons it holds. So I guess that was before the days of Google. They didn't know there was 231 cubic inches in a gallon. All right, let's go to 36. So kiloliters to cubic decimeters. Well, it says cubic decimeters is 1 liter. It doesn't tell us about liters and kiloliters. What do you think about liters and kiloliters?
Kiloliter would be 1,000 liters.
Right. So that 34 kiloliters is 34,000 liters. And that basically says a cubic decimeter is the same thing as a liter. So 34,000. Now let's do one more of those. Oh, okay. So now we're to the word problems at the end. The population was that, the area was that in 2000, the population was that, and the area was that. Find the population density to the nearest tenth in 1940 and in 2000. Find the percent increase from 1940 to 2000. So population density is what it sounds like. I mean, density in science is how much stuff per like volume or area or something. So if I want to know population density, it's what's the population per area. What does per mean in math? Pretty much always. Yeah, it means divide. So I'm just going to go to the 70,000, or sorry, 70 million. Divided by the 2,864,453. So it was 24 near point, so 24.6. And that is people per square mile. In 2000, same thing. So I've got 281, 273, 274 divided by 3,593,670 is 78.3. Per square mile. And how would you find the percent increase in population density? Let's try that. Kind of.
And then multiply by, whatever.
So that looks like 318%, right?
Oh, yeah, it's not that. Well, that's about right.
Do we want to try it?
200% increase would be 75% basically. So you need to subtract 100 from that.
There you go. Yeah. So 78 is 300% of 24.
Right.
So we're looking for the percent increase. So it's 218% more than 24. Let's do another one like that. Yeah, okay. Here's where we need to remember, oh, they say there's 2.6 square kilometers in a square mile. So if we want to know the population density in square kilometers, the first thing we need to do is change the square miles into square kilometers. So are we going to multiply or divide by 2.6? Should I have y'all duke it out?
It was just the way you sat there. I was like,
Yeah, we do multiply. I was just wondering if I left a pause there if you'd change your mind. You can't just. All right, so yeah, a square mile is bigger than a square kilometer, so we need our number to get bigger. So yeah, it's 7 million square kilometers, and we're dividing by that. So you can write it down and divide, or there's this magical button on the calculator that's 1 over x. So that's what 1 over 7 million is, and then multiply. So times 72815,173 is 9. Here's 10th, 9.7. People per square kilometer. Before we go on, just kind of building intuition, if I did people per square mile, would the number get bigger or get smaller?
Per square mile is bigger.
Why?
Because a mile is bigger than a kilometer.
Yeah, a square mile is a bigger area, so there's going to be more people in it, right?
You're roughly 25 people per square mile or so.
Mm-hmm. All right. Determine which one is greater and by how many square kilometers. So if you just want to know which one was bigger, you could change to square miles but since they want to know how much by square kilometers, it's a whole lot less work if we just change B to square kilometers, right? So again, am I going to take, if I want to go to square, okay, so final answer, do I multiply or divide? Yeah, multiply. So B is 409,000 square kilometers. 37400. So B is bigger by 22,360. Let's go on to are largely the same. Okay, so the last one is weight, which again, they give you all these. So if I want to go from pounds to kilometers, or not pounds to kilometers, pounds to kilograms, what should I do?
This is 1 pound is 0.45 kilograms. So basically just multiply the 460 times 0.45.
Yep. 460 times 0.45 is 207. And again, if you weren't sure about multiply or divide, you can always say, hey, if I look at the deal, the pound number is bigger than the kilogram number. Sure enough, in the problem, the pound number is bigger than the kilogram number. So must have got it right. Oh, okay. Celsius to Fahrenheit's a weird one. So let's talk about it just real quick.